HBCU OverDrive is proudly sponsored by WeWorkForEverything.org. At WeWorkForEverything.org, this is for those who are trying to build for a dream with their latest hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts, and accessories and more. You can have it all here at a reasonable price. Black owned and operated out of the great state of New York. Like I said, get suited and booted. Check it out at WeWorkForEverything.org. Peace. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Good morning to everybody that's here in the Central Time Zone. Good afternoon to everybody on the East Coast. It is your boy Doc Holliday. We are back with another HBCU OverDrive Top 10 live stream. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share. Most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to get everything on YouTube, HBCU OverDrive. We got people coming in. We got Dr. D up in here as always. He said he the first in. He the first one in. He the first one in today. We got my bro, big little bro, Antonio. What's going on from in Memphis? I know he at work right now. Got my bro, David. What's going on, Square? So yeah, we got some things going on. We got some things going on. It is a new week. It's Tuesday. Tuesday, November the 14th, the year of our Lord, 2023. 2023, man. And it's almost the end of the year, y'all. I can't believe it's almost the end of the year. And I mean, I ain't talking about just football season. I'm talking about calendar year. It's almost the end of the calendar year, man. But appreciate everybody for joining me on this midday live right here. But if you haven't done it, make sure that you, like I said, make sure that you like the stream, make sure that you comment, share, most of all, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU OverDrive. While I'm getting all these my rankings and stuff up in here, man. Give out some reports from yesterday. My niece did call me. She called me yesterday, she texted me yesterday. They were on at Prairie View. They were on lockdown. It was an active shooter on campus. So, but they did catch both. I think there's two of them. They caught both of them. So she'll be home this Friday for Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving holiday. I just called them, let her make sure it's all known that, hey, you know what I'm saying, your uncle ears are in the streets, you know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that she was okay, and she did call me, told me she was okay, everything was fine. So they lifted it up around about think about 11:30 or so yesterday morning. So she did. I don't think she went back to her class and everything. So she was gone for the day yesterday. She went back to her room, to her apartment, and the best thing about it is, from what I'm hearing, no students got harmed in this. It was quick and swift. So um, she called me, and then shout out to my bro. Shout out to my bro. If y'all ain't never heard about this bro on Facebook, shout out to my bro. Smash Topic, man. Me and him, you know what I'm saying? We all, me and my sister, we all go way back. He the one who brought up the, part of the situation. But my niece called me, and she confirmed with me what was going on, because I wanted to make sure everything, if it was true. And she said everything was fine, and she, went back to her apartment, and it's everything Gucci. Everything Gucci. But I know who ain't Gucci. Somebody ain't Gucci down at the Bluff right there. But we're gonna get up into that in a little bit. We're gonna get into that in a little bit, man. Cause somebody ain't Gucci today. Somebody try to trying to back, trying to downplay what's going on. But but yeah, other than that, man, everybody's having a good day. Everybody having a good day today. If you're having a good day, man, if you are having a great day, a good great day, man, put a thumbs up. Put, you know what I'm saying, put your fist up, because I'm getting ready to start my day in a little bit. Make sure y'all tune in tonight, 10 o'clock. If you're on Twitter, it is Jackson State Space. Slaw Corn, we talking about the Soul Bowl, Slaw Corn Week, as we all know. So tune in. That's at 10 o'clock tonight. The reason why I did that, because I get off at 10. So we can talk all about Jack State versus Alcorn today. Make sure I got all my moderators up in here. But tune in. I will be sending some stuff out today about that Twitter space, and that way we get everybody to join, y'all. Get everybody to join today. But wow. Shout out to my boys, Seaberry, Percy Seaberry, Jackson State, man. Came out with a funny picture. That was funny right there. But yeah, man, it's all good. We're gonna have some fun today. So let's get into the, man. We're gonna get into these announcements. You know how we do this thing like this church. Make sure that you, like I said again, make sure that you become a subscriber to the channel on YouTube. All you gotta do is just hit the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on all social media outlets, Twitter and Instagram at HBCU _overdrive, and also on Facebook under my real name, David E. Smith Douglas. Get everything coming up there. Then you want to become a family member. All you gotta do is just hit that join button. Pick a tier. We're gonna go down back to one tier. Make it even Steven for everybody. But you get all the perks that what you see right here. We're gonna start doing some, like I said, we're gonna start doing uh, some member only live shows. And the only way you can get into this thing, you have to be an actual member. So make sure that y'all become an actual member. So when we do a member live show, uh, you invited to the party. And then um, last but not least, we still are doing the drive to Tallahassee. If you already know, Dr. D, Dr. Lori, Mr. Campbell, they take care of the housing, transportation, game day tickets for me and my family. We just try to make sure we get enough gas gas and food to get down there because we're going to the Airbnb, so we're gonna buy our own food, we're gonna cook our own food. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to spend all our money on fast food. So make sure y'all go ahead, and if you see it on the bottom of the ticket, I do have my other uh, uh, pay to pay sites. That is the Zelle, Zelle, PayPal. Like I said, you can send it on Zelle at David Smith 1925. No, PayPal at 1925. That's for David Smith at 1925 for PayPal. Zelle, David E. Smith 30 at gmail.com. And we got birthdays today. First of all, shout out to my bro. Shout out to all my bros this past weekend. Again, Josh Sims, the senior, birthday was this past weekend. Sorry to hear about what happened to your Eagles. We're going to get into that. We are going to get into that. We're going to get into that in a few also. So make sure y'all tune in to that. But before let me get this. All right. So when I do my top five, we're gonna start with Division Two. We're gonna start with Division Two. Division Two ended their season this Saturday. CIAA championship, SIAC championship. Shout out to Benedict and to Virginia Union. So starting at number 5, we got I haven't switched it out. We got the Albany State Rams, Golden Rams, whatever you want to call them. They are my number 5 team. They did lose to Benedict on Saturday in a blowout. Where to finish the season at 6-5, and that is, like I said, finish the season at 6-5 in Quinn Gray's first season as a head coach of a collegiate program. Good thing, is going to be good things coming down the pipeline for him. So we shall see what his team looks like next season. I know he's getting ready to get on the road. He's going to be on the road to get the recruiting done. But, excuse me. But great season to Albany State, man. Great season for Albany State. Coming in at number 4, we got the Fayetteville State Broncos. They are sitting at 8-3 themselves. They are coming off a loss to Virginia Union in the CIAA championship game against, like I said, against Virginia Union, 21-10. Again, like I said, Great season for the Broncos. Finished starting the season off at 0-2 and going on winning 8 straight. That's something that you know I don't think a lot of teams can in Division Two could do, especially on the HBCU the HBCU level. But they are again they are the finishing at, like I said, finishing at 8-3. I am trying to do some stuff, y'all, so y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. And I want people to understand what's going on. Dwayne, what's up? Dwayne, what's going on? The track CT, what's up? You already know what time it is. You know what week it is. You already know what it is. We got heat for y'all. We got heat for y'all. We got straight up heat for y'all this week. Anyway, we're gonna get into finish off this right here. Let me see. Coming in at number 2, we got the Virginia Union Panthers. That finished their season off at 10-1. Dr. Alvin Parker III, man, he got this team on a roll. And they are playing. They are playing in the D2 playoffs. I think they are, from what I'm hearing, they are in Super Region 1. They are if I'm not mistaken, I think they are the second best team in either the second or third best team in Super Region 1. Look, shout out to them. Like I said, shout out to them. Hopefully they do play this weekend against Kutztown, Pennsylvania. Shout out to them. Make sure they hopefully they get to advance into the next round. Make sure y'all keep an eye out on this team right here. And at number 1, we got the reigning defending HBCU D2 national champs, the Benedict Tigers, sitting at 11-0. They got the first round bye. They are the SIAC champs for the second year in a row. This is the second. In fact, this is the. They are sitting at 22-0 in the regular season since last year. They are on a 22 regular game, 22 game regular season winning streak. I ain't seen nobody stop them yet. They do have a first round bye. They are one of the 4 top teams in Division 2. They are the top team in Super Region 2. And they will be waiting on to see who they will play, either Shepherd or Lenore Ryan. So they will be playing on Thanksgiving weekend. So make sure y'all tune in to that. Coming in, and we're gonna start off as always, man. We're gonna start off with but before we get into that, shout out to Johnson C. Smith and Fort Valley State for being the representatives in the inaugural Florida Beach Bowl that is happening on December the 13th. 6 p.m. at Drive Pink Stadium. That is where Inter Miami, the MLS soccer team, where they play their matches at. Make sure if you are in the South Florida area, doesn't matter if it's on a weekday or a weekend, make sure y'all go out there and support those two schools right there. This has been a phenomenal season for Johnson C. Smith. One of the first winning seasons that I had in a long time. And of course, Fort Valley, who is a blue blood in the SIAC, for them getting the nod to go to the Beach Bowl. Make sure y'all be gonna tune into that on December the 13th. So we got my bro Doc up. We got my bro Blue up in here. We got Randy. Randy be wanting that content. Yeah, we got potholes, but I got a whole bunch of deer that sit on the side of the road that be wanting to take a leap to their death. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So we're gonna get into the top 10 HBCU football, man. We're going to get to the top 10 HBCU football. Coming in at number 10, look. Alcorn. Coming in at number 10. I had y'all ranked high as I think either 4th or 3rd in my rankings last week. Can't say it was the travel because you travel to Houston. All right, it ain't no but a 6.5, 7 hour drive. Can't say anything about playing on a Sunday because I know a lot of kids want to play on a Sunday. Can't say anything about that. Can't say too much about the weather. Everybody had to be about the weather. You play rain, sleet, or snow. As long as it ain't lightning out there, you good. But to go down to Houston and play against a fired up Texas Southern team who had lost quite a few games by either a touchdown or less, minus the FBS teams that they did play early in the season. I'm just saying. Because y'all got down there, I don't know what y'all did. I think y'all ate a lot of Timmy Chans when you got down to Houston. You know what I'm saying? You done went over to the screw shop. They you out there swinging and banging, and they done quote unquote pause banged y'all for 40 with 44 points on the board. Look, that was I ain't gonna lie to you. That I'm gonna be honest with you. That was that was pathetic, and that was a pathetic display of football that I saw on Sunday. It was so bad. The game, I was tuning in that game so much, I didn't even watch my Cowboys on Sunday, and I already knew we were gonna beat. We destroyed the Giants on Sunday. It's the Giants, but I had invested watching and listening to y'all Sunday. I did that, and y'all got beat to sleep. Now, going to the game, if y'all get up going to the game against Jackson State playing like that, we might hang 60 on y'all. And it could have been worse. And I'm going to be honest with you. The game on Sunday could have been worse because it was some missed opportunities on Texas Southern side where they could have put 60 on y'all. So I'm just saying because excuse me, y'all, because Alcorn, this is what y'all was hearing all day Sunday. That's what y'all was hearing all day Sunday. And I got some other jokes for y'all for Alcorn, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just save it. I'm gonna save it at the end. All right. All right. Coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 9. Oh Lord Jesus. Coming in at number 9, we got the Grambling Tigers coming in at number 9. They did come off a 43-14 victory over Arkansas Pine Bluff on Friday. They got a lot to play for. Also, this weekend in the SWAC West, a win against Southern and some losses between with Alcorn and Prairie View will muck up that division to see how this, to pretty much see how the division is gonna go. With a win on Saturday, this does guarantee that Hugh Jackson will have a winning season for the he will have a winning record this season. Even if he does not get into the SWAC championship game, this does give him some sort of leverage leeway when it comes down to recruiting, that hey, we were in the hunt for the Western Division in our conference. What we saw on Friday, Miles Crowley was pretty much, I can't say superb, but he did not turn the ball over. He started using his legs a little bit more. And what we saw with that running game with Grambling, they were lights out. And also the defense kind of stepped up a little bit more this week on Friday. Also limited to Pine Bluff to 14 points and under 100 yards passing altogether for Arkansas Pine Bluff. Like I said, they do have the Bayou Classic next week, so they are on a bye week this week. They got the Bayou Classic next week, and you already know where it's down in New Orleans. 1 o'clock kickoff. NBC. It's on national TV. So like I said, win next Saturday. Hugh Jackson gets a winning record. Hugh Jackson has a winning record next Saturday. Coming in at number 8, we got the Morgan State Bears. They are coming off a big victory over South Carolina State. Let me get my notes for this right here. Yeah, coming off a big win against South Carolina State. Let me get out of this. Winning 20-17 against South Carolina State. And guess what? They are still in the running for the MEAC to win the MEAC championship. Of course, remember, they are 4-5 right now. They had to cancel a game. They had to cancel their homecoming game from what happened with the shooting on their campus. But in this game, we're going to go to the team stats. They held South Carolina State to 191 yards of total offense, held them to 137 yards rushing, where South Carolina State was running the ball for at least about 230 yards the last 3 games. In the last 3 games, held them to 137 yards rushing, 54 yards passing. That's what they held them to. Picked off Corey Fields twice. And forced 3 turnovers against South Carolina State. They did not win the battle. They did not win the battle time of possession, but Morgan State made the defense of Morgan State made this game so ugly that it's like if you put a bag over the face of somebody, it'll still be ugly. That's how ugly this game. That's how ugly they made them play. But other than that, look, shout out to Damon Wilson in his second season at Morgan to getting his team into contention for actually winning a conference championship. And I think it's been since 2014 since they won a MEAC title, and it was from what I'm hearing from my bro Markham Banks, who actually did play on the team in 2014. I think it was like a 4 or 5 way tie for that title, but they were conference title winners. So shout out to them. See if they get it done this weekend against Howard. We'll see what happens. And game, of course, the game is at Green Stadium in DC. But coming in, we got coming up next at number 6. We got them Panthers from down on the hill in Prairie View, Texas, coming in at 5-5 with a big victory over Southern University, 27-21. Now in that game, remember in that game, Southern was up in the game 21. I think it was 21-7. If I'm not mistaken, it was 21-7. No, it was 21-17. All right, 21-17. They was up in the game. They was up at halftime. Second half, they were inept on offense, and Prairie View made plays where made the right plays where it counted. They scored the last 10 points in the second half to take the game away from Southern, 27-21. We'll get into that, Southern. We'll get into what's going on this week. What we heard about yesterday. We get into that in a little bit. But Prairie View comes in as my number 16, coming in at 5-5. They do have a game this weekend down on the hill against Alabama State, who is coming in red hot on a 5-game winning streak. Coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 5, we got those Bison from Southwest DC, Howard University, coming off a demolition of the reigning defending HBCU champs, North Carolina Central, 50-20. We're gonna get into all the memes right there in a little bit, but we're gonna get into all that. We're gonna get into that, the memes and everything, because I got some for you. I got some memes for you, for everybody. But in this game on Saturday, Howard did come in effectively running the ball for 244 yards as a team and 4 touchdowns on the ground. Quentin Williams was masterful in this game. Did not turn the ball over not one time. 23 of 33, 277, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's the best thing that you see on here. Casey Hawthorne, 114 yards and receiving 2 touchdowns. Jared Hunter on the ground, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground, averaging 8.1 yards per carry. Eden James averaging 9.3 yards per carry. This team basically was running up and down the field against Central, and against that defense of Central. and they held Davius Richard in check with 168 total yards of offense against Davius Richard. He had an off night on Saturday, but again, like I said, Howard is going into the week this week against Morgan State. That's a 12 p.m. kickoff on ESPN Plus, which this game could be like at 2 or 3. It gives it more of an intrigue right there. But you will find out who wins the MEAC by at least 4 o'clock on Saturday. Yep. Thank you, Blue, for clarifying that. All right, coming in number 4. We, like I said, we got the reigning defending HBCU national champs coming in at number 4. The North Carolina Central Eagles, sitting at 8-2 right now. Again, like I said, they're coming off a demolition. They're coming off being demolished by Howard University, 50-20. The quotes that Trey Oliver said during during MEAC, the media day for the MEAC, it didn't sit well. It didn't sit too well. It really did not sit too well. Howard went into that game. They had, I don't know, it was just like they had vengeance on their mind. They had vengeance on their mind, and it was personal. It was personal. So it was personal for Howard, especially to get those 50 points right there. Like I said, super personal for Howard. Basically returning the favor to North Carolina Central. So this weekend, North Carolina Central does take on Delaware State. Delaware State goes down to Durham, North Carolina. That's a 1 o'clock game on ESPN Plus. And we're going to get into scenarios. We're gonna jump into scenarios and everything. We're gonna get into all the scenarios about who would be champs and who would be co-champs, or if there are co-champs and stuff like that. But we'll get into all of that in just a sec. But got a rebound from this loss. We shall see what happens this Saturday. But of course it's going to be a victory for Central against Delaware State. Delaware State is having a horrible season right now at 1-9. But we shall see, because those 2 games are going to, like I said, these 2 games are going to determine who's going to come out as the champs of the MEAC. Coming in at number 3, I have Alabama State coming in at number 3. I would have had ranked them number 2, but the loss to Miles College did kind of hurt them early in the season. Also losing to FAMU by double digits, where they were in the red zone 4 times and they could not capitalize off of it. That's the reason why I had Alabama State at number 3 instead of at number 2. Or you can say, people say, well, why don't you have North Carolina Central at number 2? I was like, look, you seen that demolition, what happened on Saturday. That's the reason why I have them at 4. That is my reason. It ain't nobody else's. These are my rankings. If you don't like it, go argue with your mama. What up, JTV? But like I said, they coming off a bye week. They not bye week, but they did defeat Mississippi Valley 20-3. They took on the Delta Devils in Itabena. Excuse me. Basically, this team, like I said, this team is like this team is like the 2000 Ravens. If you want to put it like that, that is my comparison right there. They don't have a lot of offense, but if you spot them at least 14 points, 17 points in the game, the defense takes care of everything else. That is what I see this team being like, minus the Super Bowl. But yeah, the capable quarterback in Damon Stewart. You can run the ball when you do have capable backs. You can run the ball when you can. But your defense is the one that is the catalyst. You have a receiver where you can just throw it up to it. Keyshawn Johnson, he makes things happen. He makes plays happen. But when it comes down to it, the defense is the catalyst of the team. You spot these dudes. If you spot Bama State, the 14 points, the defense takes care of everything else. They take care of everything else. Holding Mississippi Valley to 130 yards of total offense is pretty much what Bama State did on Saturday. It was pretty much slight work for them. Also have they did pick them off one time, and they did add that with two fumbles that was lost, 3 turnovers altogether. That is a recipe of winning the game right there. Like I said, the defense takes care of the offensive woes for Alabama State. But they do have a big game this weekend. They go down to Prairie View to take on the Panthers. The game is at 2:00 p.m. on ESPN Plus. Prairie View does need this game to stay in the hunt for the SWAC West. Alabama State needs this game to garnish up that resume, for its recruits, and to, like I said, Eddie Robinson will have a winning season. And coming in at number 2, I got the Jackson State Tigers coming in at number 2. And I understand people had their gripes about this. You're trolling. This is a troll poll. No, it's not a troll poll. I know we was off this past weekend. The bye week was a good thing to have. And we always have a bye week before we play Alcorn. Hey, I'm going to be honest with you. What other team? I mean, you can move up during the bye week. I don't care. It's like I said, it's my poll. It's my ranking. But they do have like I said, we got a big game this weekend. It's Soul Bowl. It's against Slaughorn. We should have pretty much everybody back, minus a few season-ending injuries. Of course, I don't. Hubert Wiggins and BJ Washington, they're not coming back this season for the season because of their injuries. We should be able to see Herb Mulligan in this game at full strength. We'll have and that means that we'll have all running backs healthy for the first time since before the season even started. Let me just be honest with y'all. It's my opinion. But this should be a great game on Saturday. Alcorn needs this game so they can win the West. Jack State needs this game to bolster up TC's resume as having to win the season and to ruin somebody's season by making them stay at home. So if I can't get none, you can't get none either. So that's how we gonna do it right there. Dwayne, stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Because you be complaining when I didn't put your dang on FAMU Rattlers either at 1 or 2. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Look, told y'all that Miles game against for Alabama State was it hurt them. It was a detriment. The loser to who else did they lose to? Damn. I have to realize who else they lost to. Oh, I got to go back to it. The Miles game did hurt them though, for real. That's the reason why I didn't have them at number 2. It did hurt. Now, the FAMU game, that was another game right there that kind of hurt them. And then the Alcorn game. The Alcorn game hurt them. I mean, what else you want me to say? What else you want me to do? Boy, snap. It is gonna be some folks in the West is gonna be crying. He gonna go cry in the car. He gonna go cry in the car. Oh, so why we call Southern a bad school? Because that's what they are. They're a bad school. What up, Jeremiah? What's going on? Well, look, I guess y'all beat the respect out of the SWAC. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Coming in at number 1, says this man want to cry about why Bama State ain't number 2 and why I got Jackson State at number 2. The FAMU Rattlers coming in at 9-1. All right. Shutout against that JV team, Lincoln High School, Lincoln, California. You're going into the SWAC championship. You're going to the SWAC championship game. You're hosting the SWAC championship game. You got Bethune-Cookman this weekend that in Orlando. That don't get me wrong, you don't sleep on these boys right here because they are a tough team to play against. All right, look, stop crying. I done put y'all at number 1. Stop crying, please. Stop crying. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. If Mr. Campbell can agree with what he can agree with what I got going on right now, why can't y'all get out your feelings? You're number 1. You're number 1. You're number 1. Number 1 for the second week in a row. Number 1. Number 1 for the second week in a row. Stop the crying, Dwayne. Come on now. Stop trying to give other teams. You worry about your team. I do worry about your team. Worry about what they're gonna do this weekend. Worry about what they're gonna do in 2 weeks. Just worry about FAMU. Don't worry about Bama State. Don't worry about Central. Because don't worry about that. Don't worry about them rankings. These are rankings. These are my opinions. Don't worry about it. I guess y'all got y'all SWAC hours now, so I give y'all that. Y'all got y'all SWAC hours. So, but like I said, they do got a game this weekend against Bethune-Cookman. It is the Florida Classic, and I already seen it that y'all is gunning for these dudes. Excuse my language, y'all is brutal. Y'all are brutal when it comes down to talking smack, man. Y'all are brutal, but yeah, the game is on ESPNU, national TV, 2:30 kickoff. Make sure y'all tune into that game right there. It doesn't mean for anything for Bethune if they could beat FAMU. It just means for pride and respect but for FAMU, it's just to put another notch on their resume, saying that you are the more dominant team in HBCU football right now. But other than that, man, like I said, phenomenal season for Willie Simmons and his crew, sending out his seniors in grand fashion this past weekend. Got to ask some questions about the Florida Classic yesterday on the coach's call. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's on my bucket list. It's on my bucket list for next year. You know, with the Florida Classic. So, like I said, number one D1 HBCU football team right now, Florida A&M Rattlers. Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Now. Now, I got some heat for some folks that was talking that trash, that was talking that yang. So, in honor of what happened this past weekend, I need all y'all South suckers who got blown out the water, who talking all that trash, just hold for most of the season. Hold this L. Hold this L. Hold it. Hold this L. And I'm gonna tell you, I give you the reason why I'm gonna tell you to hold it. Just hold it. Hold the L gracefully. Just hold it. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, Alcorn, Sloughcorn, getting blown out by 34 to a team that more than likely might not have the same head coach, more than likely might lose his QB. But to lose to a team that was 2-7, where all you had to do, Alcorn, all you had to do was win the game. All you had to do was just win the game. You had one job. You had one job to do. Win the game. Somebody should have put in the locker room Herm Edwards' speech. You play to win the game. Bottom line, you didn't get it done this week. You gotta hope and pray that you can win this weekend, win Saturday, coming off a short week now, and hopefully some other teams take a huge L also. But bottom line, you didn't get it done. You did not get it done. You gave up 211 yards to Ladarius Owens, made him the all-time leading rusher in Texas Southern history on Sunday. You made Jace Wilson look like freaking made him look like, I'm gonna get my QB comparison. Made him look like Jalen Hurts, a smaller version of Jalen Hurts. You know, he had to do a lot. But as always, y'all tend to mess it up before you get to the Soul Bowl. Newsflash. Alcorn, we about to beat the soul out of y'all. Jackson State is about to beat the soul out of y'all. They are about to beat the soul out of y'all. I don't know how they gonna do it. I don't know about how much. But they're about to beat the soul out of y'all. Sorry to tell you that, but let's move on to the next victim that I got on my meme card. Hey, Southern. Hey, Southern. Hey, y'all remember me? It's a lot of people that picked Southern. There's a lot of people that picked Southern to win the West. There's a lot of people that picked Southern to win the West. Dwayne, I know it's being recorded. I know that. I know that. I keep everything on wax. It's being recorded. I know that. You can send to all the rattlers, all everywhere. I know it's being recorded. I'm not worried about this. But anyway, we getting back to Southern University, the band school. Hold this L. Hold this L. Hold this L. All right. First of all, losing the Prairie View, a rival. Since Dooley been at Southern, he's 1-1 against Prairie View. Of course, with the loss yesterday, that made it 1-1, but he's 1-1 against Prairie View. Since he got to Southern, since Eric Dooley has been the head coach of Southern University, Southern has regressed. It has not progressed, it regressed. The reason why I say it regressed because, first of all, you backdoored yourself into the SWAC championship game. Then now you're coming in with a 5 and you're coming in with a 5-4 record. All the talent on your team, with all that talent on the team, it should not be. You should not be regressing. You should be progressing. You should not be regressing. Quarterback play was inconsistent again this season. Play calling was inconsistent. It was up and down this season again. Like I said, you have regressed. Minus you getting into the SWAC championship game on a technicality, pretty much last season. And it's the same thing you did the year before when you was at Prairie View, your last year at Prairie View. And you didn't even take that game serious because your mind was already made up that you was headed down to Baton Rouge. Not only did you lose to Prairie View, your divisional rival, you also speculation, allegedly, you also not about to be the head coach of the team either before or after the Bayou Classic. It doesn't matter. It's already out there. It's already out there. It's, you can call it speculation, whatever. You can't go out there and say, well, I talked to the team, I talked to the players, I talked to the coaches. I'm not gonna be here no more. But then you can't say you can't go out there. You can't backtrack because you not already put it out there. You get slapped. All right now. I done gave y'all some love. Don't be like Stephen A. Smith. I forgot a coach on. I forgot to put some on here. Somebody on here too. I forgot to put Maynard on here. The reason why I say regrets, they have regrets because on paper, they had one of the best teams in that division, in the Western Division, to compete for a West Division title. They still can do it, but they are. It got to be a miracle. You got to take miracles for them to get that division title. It got to take a miracle to get that division title. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Look, Prairie View came down to Baton Rouge, took care of business. You had the lead, then score in the second half. That's regression right there. That is regression. I don't know what else you could call it. That is regression. But move on to that, and we're gonna get into the discussion about Dooley in a little more in a little bit. But what's up, Jared? Whoever came up with this meme right here was straight, I don't know, was straight gangster. Whoever came up with this meme, the 50 piece, the 50 points. What up, Mr. Edwin? Whoever came up with this meme right here was straight gangster. Because watch the game, 48 points on the board, and Coach Larry Scott said we're going for the deuce. And we're going for the deuce. Get out there. It basically he was coaching with his middle finger up this whole game. Get the 2-point conversion and rub it in, like literally rub it in the face of Trey Oliver. Like it was in a sense, it was a massacre. It was a massacre. It was a massacre at Green Stadium. I'm gonna call it just like that. The massacre at Green. When you see a picture like this, all you gotta hear is "Many men wish death upon me, blood in my eyes." That's all you see when you come to this picture right here. That's all you see. It ain't it ain't with it ain't in the club. It's the many men. It's the many men. But man, look, last but not least, man, Central. Yeah, y'all gotta take that L because getting 50 put on y'all and getting blasted by 30, man, that is not what a reigning defended HBCU national champ is supposed to look like. Now you gotta hope and pray that Morgan beats Howard, and you gotta. I mean, of course, you playing Delaware State. Doesn't matter. All right, but you gotta hope and pray that Morgan beats Howard, so y'all get yourself back into that game. But anyway, I just had to put that out there. I just had to put that out there because everybody was talking noise. Everybody was talking big shit. The other meme I did put on here was Maynard because you giving up going at you 14 0, 14-0, you had the lead, and then in the second half, Bethune scored 31 straight. You, my friend, needs to have the U-Haul truck at your house. It should have been there last week with the in fact, I wouldn't even say last week. Should have been there during the Magic City Classic. That was a debacle. But anyway, so look, everybody asked me. Some people was asking me about these these scenarios for who can go for the MEAC, go to the Celebration Bowl, for the SWAC, who can represent the West in the SWAC championship game. So look, we're gonna start off with the MEAC, y'all. We are going to start off with the MEAC. So again, with Morgan and Howard plays Saturday. Howard wins day in because by virtue of the victory over North Carolina Central, they will be outright MEAC champions. North Carolina Central wins, and Morgan defeats Howard. Central wins the conference championship. They represent the MEAC. Morgan gets in by beating Howard and by Central losing to Delaware State. If that happens, Morgan State is the MEAC champion. They go down to Atlanta. Now, let's get into the West. Let's get into the SWAC West. Let's get into the SWAC West. Let's get into the SWAC West, y'all. So, Alcorn wins the West if Prairie View loses to Bama State and Alcorn wins against Jackson State. They are the outright West Division champs. They go to the SWAC championship game against FAMU. Prairie View can win the West with a win against Bama State, and Alcorn loses to Jackson State. Prairie View has the tiebreaker against Alcorn because Prairie View did beat Alcorn in the middle of the season. Prairie View will become the West Division champs. They play FAMU again. Now, here's something right here. Grambling and Southern, in a sense, still have some sort of way they can get to the championship game. They do have 3 losses in the division in conference play, but for Grambling beats Southern in the Bayou Classic. Alcorn loses to Jackson State. Prairie View loses to Bama State. Now, because Grambling has a victory over Prairie View. I mean, Grambling can get in. But they also have a loss against Alcorn. But that when it goes to that, then it goes to a point differential. But y'all want Alcorn to lose. Y'all want PV. Y'all want Alcorn to lose. And I understand y'all gonna win. You win the division anyway, but y'all want Alcorn to lose. That's how I see it. I'm gonna put it just like that. I want chaos. I'm like the Joker from the Dark Knight. I want total and utter chaos in y'all division. All right. And that's true. Okay, you're right. You're right. Southern can't win. Southern can't make they can't make it because they did lose to they just lost to Prairie View, so they got eliminated. Uh, Grambling makes it Grambling makes it hard for everybody. Grambling makes it hard for everybody. If Grambling wins, Grambling wins, Alcorn lose, Prairie View lose, it's a three-way tie, and then they go into uh head-to-head matchups. Then it's a point differential, just in case. But all eyes will be all eyes will be on three games: Soul Bowl, PV Bama State, Bayou Classic. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. I'm just saying, just like this. If y'all would have been dominant in the West, you wouldn't have these issues. We'll have these issues, but but the body class is a meaningless game because Southern ain't got nothing to play for. Ain't got nothing to play for. But it's still gonna be a party because it's a body class. You already know that, man. Come on now. It's just like State Fair Classic. You could be the most ratchet, terrible team in that classic, and it still be a big ass party. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and PV wins, all three lose. Yep. But let's get into let's get into this, y'all. Look, all with all the rankings and everything. Look, I ain't trolling or nothing like that. It's just the way I see the game myself. You might see it your way, but I see it in a way for myself. In the West, there was not a lot of good teams. That we didn't know who was going to be at the top. It was like playing musical chairs in the East. This season, I tip my hat to FAMU because they went from start to finish, and they didn't veer off from any part of their game. Even though I do give them a hard time I gave them a hard time about starting slow and finishing off. They did finish off in dominant style, except for against Southern because that's the only one that was a one possession game. Other than that, they have beaten everybody other than Southern and South Florida. That was their only loss. They have beat everybody by double digits. Hitman said all three lose though. Nobody deserved to win. Hey, it is what it is, man. You gotta have some sort of representative in the SWAC. And a lot of people have been discussing to asking me about having divisions and stuff. And the only reason why we got divisions because of the travel, saying the Texas team going all the way before Florida, the Florida schools came in. The Texas teams having to go all the way to Montgomery and Huntsville to go play games. The Arkansas, Pine Bluff having to go all the way to Alabama. The Mississippi schools pretty much stayed within in the triangle. Of course, the Louisiana schools they pretty much, Mississippi and Louisiana, they pretty much in between. But to me, I would really get rid of the divisions. The best two teams go out and go duke it out. Go duke it out. I'm just saying. I don't care about divisions or anything like that. The best two teams go duke it out. And if you look at the conference as a whole, other than FAMU being undefeated in conference play, you have a say with Jackson State, you have a say with Alabama State, you have a say with Alcorn, you have a say with PV. You got you got 4 teams sitting at 5-2 in conference play. I say go duke it out. I'm just being real. I'm putting it out there. Go duke it out. Duke it out with each other. Oh, I meant to say before we get into this. Hey, Alcorn. Hey, Alcorn. I know y'all seen this on Twitter. Alcorn. Hey, the state of Texas is y'all daddies. The state of Texas is your daddy. You lost to both Texas HBCU teams. You lost to both of them. They are your daddy now. Alcorn, Prairie View, and Texas Southern are your daddies. I just had to put it out there. Just put it out there. Just had to put it out there. But anyway, man, look. Everybody saying, like I said, everybody saw the reports about Eric Dooley, him being saying that he got fired. But to me, this was already in the making because, like I said, he has regressed as a head coach, coaching this team. That all that talent on the team, and they don't go to the championship game. They haven't won the SWAC since. They haven't won the SWAC since what? Southern has not won the SWAC outright since 13. Southern has not won the SWAC outright since 2013. That is 10 years. That is 10 years. Aldams couldn't get done. I mean, he got it done the first year. Other than that, it was always Southern Alcorn, Southern Alcorn, Southern Alcorn, Southern Jackson State. They haven't got it done. And with Dooley, you thought that you were going to get an offensive genius. You thought you were going to get a quarterback guru, a quarterback wizard. And each quarterback that he had in the past 2 years at Southern University has regressed. They have regressed. You backdoor yourself into the championship game twice as a head coach at 2 schools. I mean, look at the job you did at Prairie View. I'm be honest with you. Before Willie Simmons left Prairie View, and gave you the team. He gave you a team that was pretty good at Prairie View. What did you do with the team at Prairie View? You went 5-6 the first season, 6-5, 2-1, and that's the COVID year, and then you went 7-5 because you got cornered into the SWAC championship game. Turn around and get the Southern. You went 7-5. Shouldn't have been in the championship game then that year, last season, and now you're 5-5, and you're on the outside looking in. I mean, don't get me wrong. You've been above 500, but barely. What does that mean about you as being a head coach? I'm just gonna put it out there. You're not that good as a head coach. You might be a good play caller, but as a head coach, you ain't that great. And they don't, Southern, Miss Bonnie, they don't play. Southern do not play about their team. If they see some garbage stuff out there, they gonna call it out. And they called it out plenty of times. They had called this out plenty of times. Man, where you think Dooley go next? I don't know, cause I don't know. I don't know where he goes next. If I don't know where he goes next from here. I mean, a coordinator job, a position job. You said what's at JSU? 7-3. We can go. He can get 8-3 and have there be one or two, only two coaches their first year to have a winning season. I don't know where Dooley goes. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's some coaches in the sweat. It's other than him, that's gonna be gone. Of course, I'm thinking Maynard's gonna be gone from A&M. I'm thinking, of course, Coach McKenna gonna be gone from Texas Southern. You got Coach McDowell's job is safe. I mean, he's done what he's done with what he had, done with what he has. A little bit inconsistency, but he still put out a winner this season. So your opening jobs is Texas Southern, and Alabama A&M. Everybody else is either in a first or second year coaching. His buyout is $620,000. A good afternoon to the lady. Let them know what's up. Let them know what's up. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. The missus is on the line. It's lunchtime. I mean, Dooley don't even have 7 wins this season. He has 5. And of course, Dooley been coaching longer. Dooley he has 2 7-win seasons. He had a couple of 65 wins, 65 seasons. No, he has 165 season, 275 seasons. Of course, the COVID year he was 2-1, and he has a 5-6 record, and then he has a 5-5 record this year. The man has not cracked 8 wins in his coaching career. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me make sure. Um, okay, I'll just use natural light since my window's right here. No, I'm gonna turn it back on a little bit. But no, is that good, Dr. Lori? I know everybody wants them to keep Dooley, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he. I don't. I don't. I don't think that he stays. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that he stays. And this is a reason why I say this, because what's going on, Juwan? Why go through all the trouble? If you go and you tell your team and your coaches, look, I ain't gonna be here next year. I'm not gonna be here next year. And then you go and backtrack and say, well, no, that ain't true. That ain't true. The damage is already done. The damage is already done. And since the damage is already done, and everybody done put it out there on Twitter, on Instagram, on whatever, Facebook, wherever. What can you do? You can't walk your words back. Okay. You can't walk your words back. I'm just saying, I'm just saying it out there. I'm just saying it out there. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You ain't gonna have a job, son, sir. You're not gonna have a job. The, the U-Haul is at the crib. They putting all the ascots in the vests up in there, the Gucci suits in the U-Haul. It's just time to face the music and say, hey, toodaloo. Get your $600,000 payout and go on about it. And speaking of payouts, the biggest winner in college football right now is Jimbo Fisher, y'all. Jimbo Fisher for Texas A&M. They fired that man on Sunday after beating the brakes off of Mississippi State 51-10, and you get fired on your day off. And not only did you get fired, they're going to pay you close to $77 million to stay your ass at home. Yeah, I'm just saying. They pretty much, you got fired, you got paid. Dooley, just say you got fired, you about to get paid. It ain't the money that you get, like it ain't Jimbo money, but you about to get paid. I'm just put it out there, just like that. See, and the crazy thing is, Jimbo got fired after he beat the brakes off of a team. You're going to get fired after losing to one of your rivals. But anyway, man, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Hey, now, don't get me started. I got an hour and a half before I have to be at work. I'm trying to be calm, cool, and collected when I'm going into work. I don't want to be going in trying to rip somebody's head off. But anyway, anyway, um, I mean that's my top 10 for today, for this week. You never know, it will change over the weekend. This week, starting on Thursday, got a Thursday game. Mississippi Valley versus Alabama A&M on Thursday. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If Valley go into Huntsville and beat Maynard in Huntsville, that is a cause to go ahead and get the U-Haul for him, like for real. The good doctor just said it. He is a old dinosaur. He is not. He is what we tell older people. You are set in your ways. He is set in his ways. That's the reason why he has regressed as being a head coach. So just go home, take the 600,000, and just go home. That's it. I mean, there's no need for you to coach the Bayou Classic. There's no need for you to do anything else. There's no need for you to go into the recruiting. There's no need for you to look at the transfer portal or nothing like that. There's no reason for it, because in a sense you have not changed since you became you have gone downhill since you became a head coach. Maynard's contract runs through 2025. AD Bryant wants to win. He don't want to be. Look, that's mediocrity right there. 2 years on the road, that's mediocrity, bro. He don't want that. That man wants to win, and it Maynard is the same way. Maynard and Dooley are it pretty much one in the same. Maynard and Dooley are one in the same. It's look. That contract don't mean nothing if you not progressing as a program. They spent all that money on A&M. They spent all the money to upgrade the facility. You got a brand new basketball arena. Seeing the videos of inside of it, it looks so it's beautiful on the inside of it. AD Bryant is doing the dog houses with the tailgate inside of the stadium. You're getting the new jumbotron inside of the stadium. You're getting all these amenities for the stadium, and you putting out a piss poor football product. Doesn't matter if his contract runs through 2025. If the product ain't doing what it's supposed to do on the field, you got to change what's you have to change at the top. And at the top, it's it's Connell Maynard. Just like for Southern, at the top is Eric Dooley. Just like with Texas Southern, at the top is Clarence McKinney. I'm not talking bad about these folks, but I'm just saying I'm putting out there as far as people want to win. People want to see winners. Alumni want to see winners. Student body wants to see winners. I don't care, like literally don't care about Maine's contract. Don't care about McKinney's contract. Don't even care about Dooley's contract. Who cares? You ain't winning, go home. Like, you not winning, go home. See, I'm gonna put some coaches out. I'm gonna put some names of coaches out there in the sweat. Bubba McDowell. He might have he was this close to going to the sweat championship game. In his first season, he's in the second season. He's on the cusp again. But he's building something. And I think he can progress as his years goes along. But if it's pretty much the same, people are going to say, "Hey, get him out." Big Mac, Fred McNair. That man know how to win. Unfortunately, he didn't do it this past Saturday, this past Sunday, but he does know how to win. Willie Simmons. That man has been a winner. The man took over a team that was 5. He went 5-6 his first year. After taking over a team that was 1-10, 5-6 his first season, and then this man has not lost. This man has won on average 8 games a year. He done went through the. He been on the SWAC. FAMU been on the SWAC 3 years. This man done won 27 games in 3 years in the SWAC at FAMU. Weezy at Prairie View took over a terrible program. Made them into winners. Made people believe that they could actually win at Prairie View. I'm just saying. Even Eddie Robinson over at Alabama State, we gave him hell because he was a real estate agent and stuff like that. But guess what? He's winning, and he's winning the way that he wants to win. Like seriously, he's winning the way how he wants to win. He's winning. It might not be the prettiest way that he wants to win, but he is winning. TC Taylor in his first year is winning. Hugh Jackson in his second year can have a winning season. Coach Wade and Coach Hampton, Pine Bluff and Valley, respectively, are trying to build winners. If you want to go outside, Eddie George at Tennessee State in his third season is building a winner. But the 3 coaches that I named that are not building winners have regressed. It's time for them to go. It's time to bring in some new blood. It's time to rejuvenate your programs. People talk. Like I said, alumni talk. Southern alumni really talk. A&M alumni talk. Southern alumni, they talk, but they know what they are. They're a basketball school. But in the end, it's time to bring in a winner. Time to bring in a winner. But as always, man, look, that is my rant for today. We're going to be back on this thing tomorrow. And if I can get my, I'm see if I can get in contact with my bro G. See if he'll come on here because, like I said, it's Slaughcorn week. Woo! All right, now y'all better start messing with the with the doctor. Y'all better start messing with the doctor. Anyway, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Also, make sure you listen in on the space tonight at 10 o'clock. It's all Jack State Space on Twitter. So make sure y'all tune into that. Be I will be I will be advertising that either today, or if that's the case, I can move it to tomorrow. Since I'm off tomorrow, we can do it in the daytime, and then I still have my show in the evening. Make sure y'all tune in to all the games. Make sure that you are at somebody's stadium. Make sure that you are covering somebody's school. This has been HBCU Overdrive Top 10 Live. Make sure that you like the stream. Make sure that you comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get everything HBCU Overdrive. Also, you want to become a family member, all you have to do is just hit that join button and get the 2 tiers. Everything that we do as far as donations to the channel, it goes back to the channel. That's not going to the pocket. So we are still doing the drive to Tallahassee. We are trying to raise the money to where we can get the funds to get down there to Tallahassee. So if you're a Jack State person, if you're a Bama State, if you Prairie View, doesn't matter. If you want to see good content and you want to see how you want to see how I try to, get all this good video footage down in Tallahassee for the SWAT championship game, make sure y'all donate to the make sure y'all donate to the cause. Make sure you donate to the cause. But other than that, we'll see everybody on Wednesday night. Wednesday evening. If you are on Twitter, I'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock. It's not gonna be a long space. So but I gotta get up out of here because brother, I gotta go to work. But as always, man, as always, y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe. Hug your loved ones. Let them know that you there for them because one day they here, next day they gone. And for Slaughcorn, it's time to get ready.